Hi, my name is Ong Hock Siew, and I've climbed Mount Kinabalu, the highest mountain on mainland Southeast Asia, 61 times. In this very short video, I would like to share with you about the likelihood of success for most ordinary climbers. One of the big questions asked to me is whether an ordinary person can climb Mount Kinabalu or not. Mount Kinabalu is a fascinating mountain. It is one huge block that rises straight up into the sky. And at 13,435 feet or 4,095 meters, it is certainly not an easy mountain to climb. At such hikes, there are no easy mountains to climb, and that is a fact. But Mount Kinabalu is not so difficult that an ordinary person cannot make it. And neither is it so easy that it is a stroll in the park. The climb, which takes 2 days, 1 night, or in certain cases, 3 days, 2 nights, requires a person to be of reasonable fitness. What do I mean by reasonable fitness? Reasonable fitness ranges from somebody who exercises occasionally to a person who exercises frequently. Now, such a wide divergence does not give a very good indication of who can make it. The reason why I have put in such a huge variation in the level of fitness for those who can succeed in climbing Mount Kinabalu is very simple. That is because at the end of the journey, the key would not be the level of fitness, but the key would be the sheer determination, that biting back of the teeth, that mental endurance that says, I will take it one more step, and one more step, and yet one more step. Such a person, through his grit and determination, can actually make it to the top of Mount Kinabalu. And so that divergence makes it very interesting. I have taken 2,000 over people to climb Mount Kinabalu, and I've seen all kinds of cases. There have been some who have been very fit who have given up. There have been some who are relatively unfit who have made it to the top. So how would I measure the likelihood of success of any climber? Actually, it's very simple. If they come with me for 1 or 2 practice sessions, I will be able to roughly tell whether they would be the type who would succeed or not. Now, it's interesting. I have found by correlation that most overweight climbers have had tremendous difficulties on the mountain. And so the first elimination of factors that would result in failure would be taken on the basis of the person's weight. If that person is grossly overweight, then what I do is I will run that person on a program that will lead to a reduction of his weight, so that weight does not become a significant factor. Imagine if you carried a 10 kg haversack up any high hill. After some hours of walking, you will want to actually throw that haversack away. That weight becomes a burden, because if you times it by the length of time, that is where the problems come. Secondly, it is the lifestyle that the person keeps that will be a determining factor. And this is all very important. If that person eats and smokes and drinks and always keep late nights, then that person would have a higher failure factor inputted into his ability to climb. These two factors would be the major factors. Of course, there are other factors like health reasons. There are people with high blood pressure who would come to me and say, "Hey Ong, can I climb this mountain?" Or people with diabetes, or people with past asthma cases, and so on and so forth. My answer to them would always be consistent. Go and see a doctor if you have doubts. But if you are reasonably fit, and I will test this fitness. In the second of the videos, I will explain how you can yourself determine your level of fitness. And if your level of fitness allows you to climb that mountain, then I think it should not be a problem if you train. So this brings me to the question of training. You know, preparation is very, very, very important. It is how you prepare that will determine whether you will reach the top or not. So how do you prepare for the Mount Kinabalu climb? You should train for at least 2 months before the climb. First, you must at least scale 4 hills of 1,000 feet or more before you climb. Such hills would take anywhere between 3 to 5 hours, and it is best done on Saturday or Sunday mornings. Now, if you have been able to scale these hills, albeit with some difficulty, which is quite normal for most people climbing such hills for the first time, that's fine. So this would be the first part of the training. You have to end your training with such hill climbs. Then the most important part of the training would be what you do in the comfort of your house. I've devised a series of training exercises that you can do in the comfort of your houses. Let me describe these training exercises. The first of this is very simple. Find one step, just one step. Walk up that step and walk down the step. Walk up that step and walk down the step. Walk up that step and walk down the step. At a pace of about 33 steps per minute. Once you have counted it and you have roughly determined your pace, then you do not even need to look at time. 100 steps would take you 3 minutes. 500 steps would take you 15 minutes. 1,000 steps would take you 30 minutes. And if you can do this step exercise 5 days a week at least, beginning at 500 steps, which is 15 minutes, and then as you get closer to climb, increasing it to 1,000 steps, and in the last 2 weeks, increasing it to 1,500 steps, which is 45 minutes. That would be certainly a very good benchmark of exercise for you to follow. Then, each morning, as you wake up, there are 3 exercises that you can do on the bed. These 3 exercises can be repeated at night. Actually, if you do these 3 exercises, it will only take you about 8 minutes each time. The first of these exercises is to cycle in the air while you're lying down. Very simple. The second of these exercises is to put your 2 legs together, raise it, and then kick it out straight and bend it back. Kick it out straight and bend it back. Kick it out straight and bend it back. The third of these exercises is to lie flat on your back with a pillow on your head so that you can help your neck. Bring up your knees and then raise your head and neck a little bit and then back. A little bit and then back. A little bit and then back. Repeat these exercises. The cycling exercise 1,000 times. The leg kick, the straight leg kick 200 times. The abs exercise, the one where you just raise up your head and stomach, 100 times. Enjoy your practices.